Hi, I'm Buck Angel. Ring my bell.
Here's
Hi.
Buck.
Hi.
Hello. Oh my God, the mighty Buck Angel.
Yeah, this is Buck.
I just want to say, dude, you're the coolest guy or woman ever. And oh my God, I can't believe this. What made you change gender?
Oh, what made me? Oh, nothing made me change gender. Actually, I always felt like a guy, and then, I just couldn't deal being looked at like a woman anymore. I had my sex change 20-something years ago. And so, I just wasn't comfortable being a woman anymore, and I wanted to always be a man. So I had the opportunity to do that early on.
And by the way, you got the mightiest, vagina, bro.
I have the mightiest vagina. You're right. I do have the mightiest vagina in the world. Hi, it's Buck.
Hey, Buck. How are
Hi.
you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, too.
What's your name?
Well, that's the thing. I'm trans, so I haven't really thought of my name yet.
Okay, right on.
Have you seen the show Transparent?
Of course, yeah. My friend, Our Lady J, writes on that show.
I was going to ask you, what were your thoughts on it? Because for me, it helped me a lot.
Right on. No, that's the thing it is such an important show for so many reasons, but one of the reasons is now we have something out there for the world to see that, we aren't freaky weirdos. We're normal people like everybody else.
You started transitioning like 20 years ago, so how was high school for you?
Oh, it was horrible. I hated it. I didn't even graduate high school. I didn't graduate high school. I was an alcoholic and a drug addict, and I was like, I'm laughing. It's, not really a funny thing, but I was just really down and out. I was homeless for a while. I cut myself all the time.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I tried to commit suicide. I was just a mess. I had a psychiatrist, and he told me that I was actually just a very male-identified woman. When I told him I felt like a man, he just said, no, you're not a man, you're a woman. Like I was crazy. And I'm like, no, I'm really a man. But they didn't, they don't have any tools to understand that, psychiatrists back then. You couldn't use the word transsexual or transgender. It didn't exist really. It wasn't really about a woman becoming a man. Wasn't talked about. It was more like men becoming women. But when I said it, they just thought I was a dyke or I was gay or I was a lesbian. Not that I was really actually a man.
What advice would you have for people who are like closeted as trans?
Right. I think really what I tell people always is first you should find a therapist. Therapy is the thing that saved my life. And I think finding somebody who understands you and you can be having a conversation and they don't make you feel bad about yourself is the number one most important thing. To come out to somebody that's going to be positive to you. There might be people who are going to be negative to you, but you don't have to listen to them. Find somebody who understands you.
How are you?
I'm great. Who are you?
I'm ecstatic. I can't believe I'm actually talking.
Is your
to
name
you.
Ecstatic, or is it a different name?
Yes, my first name is Ecstatic.
That's an awesome name.
I saw your tweets and I saw your Facebook post about your recent divorce. Just out of curiosity, I hope this isn't too intrusive. What was it? Like, were you doing videos while you were married?
No. I started doing my stuff when I was married to her, and she was actually very supportive of my adult work, which I don't think I could have been doing my adult work without a partner who was so incredibly supportive. And in fact, she was in a couple of my early on films. People change, right? And always in relationships, you can fall out of love in relationships. And something happened. I can't really go into it. It would be like a 5-hour show. But I got to win a case in the courts where she challenged my gender, and she said that I was actually a woman and not a man after being married to her for 11 years. But I won that case, so I set a precedence in the court of law. And I will only tell you good things about that woman early on in my life, but during the divorce, I can only tell you bad things about that person. So that's why I just let it go.
So Buck, what color underwear do you wear?
Right on. Actually, I always wear black underwear.
Do you really?
For many reasons. Because when you become a man, nobody tells you that actually lots of hair grows in your butt crack.
Hi, Buck. It's BB.
Oh, hi. Another one of my awesome friends. Hi, BB. How are you?
What do you hope the youth of our community has plans for the future?
Yeah, the youth of our community and the plan. Well, look, the opportunities for people now is so amazing. The problem that I have with our community is a thing that with every community, there's a lot of bickering and a lot of ego and a lot of people just not understanding that we're all different. A lot of the problems that can be eliminated is if we all just become one and we all just become powerful and understand that we're all different. And if we all help each other to learn to become and to love ourselves, it will be amazing how powerful our community can be.
You know, especially the misguided youth, they just fall short of like what's really important. And
Yes.
And I see it all the time. They just kind of take the ego road over the empowerment road,
Yes.
and it's really sad.
It is horrible, but you know, ego is something that everybody has, and we have to fight against our ego. I have ego. We all get it. You get it because it makes you feel good when people say things to you or look at you. But you know, once we remove our ego from that and understand that there's just so much more in the world that we have to accomplish, then we can accomplish it without that ego. But ego makes people act out and act crazy and stupid. I love you. Thank you.
I love you too, Buck.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. People aren't being funny though. Come on. Right on.
3-5.
Oh, you know what I did the other day? I went looking for a television, and then I called it a TV set. Oh my God.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
Don't forget to subscribe to Wow Presents and check out my new YouTube channel, Buck Angel.